Welcome back to Ben Salutes. And when I was a kid, kids listened to more than just 5 seconds of one song. Hey guys, guess what? Craig McCracken made a new show! What? You didn't know that? Well, probably because you're watching Cartoon Network waiting for it to come on. Well, sorry folks, it's not on Cartoon Network. Yep, Craig jumped off of that sinking ship and headed over to Warner Brothers' main competition, Disney, and he has made a new show, Over Yonder. Now, I know what the big question is now. Is this show any good? Honestly, why am I still asking that question? It says right in the video title, Ben Salutes, Wander Over Yonder. Unless I'm being sarcastic, I think that's a dead giveaway that I love this show. God, stupid editor. Anyway, let's take a look at Wander Over Yonder. So, right off the bat, we've got something that we haven't got from a cartoon in a long time, a catchy theme song. Yes, this theme song is really catchy. Lyrically, it isn't much, but the tempo makes it stick to your head and never leaves you. Seriously, it never leaves you. For the love of God, somebody make it go away! So, after the theme song that'll stalk you for the rest of your existence, this show is about Wander, voiced by Jack McBrayer. He's an intergalactic traveler who goes from planet to planet, spreading good deeds wherever he goes. He's a peace-loving hippie who just wants to be friends with everybody. Wow, a nice character that is annoying and is actually lovable. Good job, Craig. Then you have Sylvia, voiced by April Winchell, who's Wander's best friend and the exact opposite of him. She is tough and tries to solve everything with violence, and she's always having to get Wander out of the situations he gets himself into. Even though she has a violent personality, she and Wander agree that they have to save the day. Then we have the villains. There's Lord Hater, voiced by Keith Ferguson. He's the main villain of the show whose determination is to be the ultimate ruler of the universe, and he and his army are constantly trying to take over planets, except Wander and Sylvia are always screwing him up. I think I found my favorite character. I just love his reactions to Wander always ruining his plans. He's this generation's Yosemite Sam. Then we have Peepers, voiced by Tom Kenny, who's Lord Hater's main sidekick. We don't know much about him, but give it time. I'm sure we'll learn more about him as the show develops. So, what do I love about this show? Well, how do I put this? It's freaking fantastic! I mean, it matches all the things I look for in a great cartoon. Lovable characters? Check. Originality? Check. Something I can watch over and over again and not get bored of it? Check. Something that makes it stand out from every other cartoon I've seen? Check. Hot babes? Uncheck. But that's just a bonus quality I look for. So, you're probably wondering, what is the thing that this show has that makes it stand out? Well, it's about two friends who go on adventures and get themselves in situations that they have to get out of. Scat you. Those characters also have to play off of each other, which leads to some hilarious moments. Shoo! Finally, each planet they visit has several creative characters that are visually interesting and you just can't stay away, can you? Yes, I will admit, the show does have a similar plot to Adventure Time. But this show feels more focused, and it has a fast pace to it that keeps me interested. And, while I kind of like Adventure Time, I'm more invested in Wander and Sylvia than I am with Finn and Jake. Plus, I think this show is a completely different style than Adventure Time, so it's really not a ripoff. So get out of here, you! Speaking of Cartoon Network, this show does feel like a Cartoon Network cartoon. It just happens to be airing on Disney Channel. This is a great sign, folks. It's showing that Disney Channel is allowing creators to do their own thing, and they're not putting dog leashes around them. No, of course they wouldn't be doing that. They would usually be putting electric fences around them. Well, that's not the case with Gravity Falls in this show. With more cartoons coming to Disney Channel, I hope they keep this up, and I hope these shows are successful just to show that big bad corporate networks that cartoons are more than just something to keep little kids quiet for an afternoon. I also like to add that this show has a consistent time slot. That's right, you get a new episode every Friday. Now Friday can be my favorite day of the week every single week. Thanks, Disney Channel, you learned your lesson. So, I love Wander Over Yonder. I know it's really early to talk about this show, but I just couldn't help myself. It's just so great that I had to give my opinion on it soon. It seems that Craig McCracken is getting better with each show he makes, which is an amazing talent. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of this show, and I hope Craig McCracken is planning another show to make for Disney Channel after this one is finished. I know the show is going to keep getting better as it continues, and it's already on my list of my favorite cartoons of all time. Yeah, I love it that much. So, if you haven't seen this show yet, Then I failed you as a YouTuber. Go, my fans! Watch the show and get a taste of more cartoon epicness! I'm Benthelooney, and I'm Yippie titta pippie, wander over yonder. Yippie titta pippie, the wander over yonder. Oh God, somebody save me!